The story of Vozinha, the goalkeeper who refused to let his dream die. The stadium was completely silent. One man stood alone between the goalposts. Millions were watching. His teammates looked at him, hoping for a miracle. Just a few years earlier, that same man had watched his country's biggest dream disappear because of a decision he couldn't control. Many thought his story had ended. But that was only the beginning. This is the incredible story of Vozinha, the fearless goalkeeper who never stopped believing. Long before anyone knew his name, Vozinha was just another young boy growing up in Cape Verde. Unlike children in football powerhouses like Brazil, Spain, or England, he didn't have massive stadiums or famous academies around him. Football in Cape Verde was built on passion, not money. Every training session felt like another step toward an impossible dream. While the rest of the world ignored his small island nation, Vozinha made himself one promise. One day, he would wear the Cape Verde national jersey, no matter how difficult the journey became. Years passed. He trained harder than ever, moved between clubs, and slowly earned his place as one of the country's best goalkeepers. Finally, his dream came true. In 2013, Cape Verde was making history. The tiny nation shocked African football by defeating Tunisia in the World Cup qualifiers. Fans flooded the streets. The impossible suddenly looked possible. For the first time ever, Cape Verde believed it could reach the FIFA World Cup. Then, everything collapsed. Just days after the celebrations, FIFA announced devastating news. Cape Verde had fielded an ineligible player during qualification. The punishment was brutal. The victory was overturned. The team was eliminated. Years of sacrifice disappeared with a single decision. Vozinha hadn't broken any rules. He hadn't made the mistake. But like every player on the team, he had to suffer the consequences. For many footballers, that heartbreak would have ended their international careers. For Vozinha, it became fuel. Instead of quitting, Vozinha came back stronger. Season after season, he became the leader Cape Verde needed. His incredible reflexes saved impossible shots. His calmness inspired younger teammates. Every time he stepped onto the pitch, he carried more than gloves. He carried the hopes of an entire nation. As the years passed, new stars appeared. Many expected the veteran goalkeeper to step aside. Instead, he kept proving everyone wrong. Age didn't slow him down. Experience made him even better. Match after match, save after save, Vozinha became one of Africa's most respected goalkeepers.
Then came the tournament that changed everything. At the Africa Cup of Nations, Cape Verde stood shoulder to shoulder with some of the continent's biggest football giants. Again and again, Vozinha produced incredible saves that left commentators speechless. Fans across Africa began asking the same question. How is this goalkeeper still so underrated? The answer was simple. Because true legends don't always come from the biggest countries. Sometimes, they come from the smallest islands. Today, Vozinha represents much more than a goalkeeper. He represents resilience, loyalty, and the courage to keep fighting after your biggest heartbreak. His career teaches us one unforgettable lesson. Sometimes life takes your dream away, not to end your story, but to prepare you for an even greater one. And that is why the story of Vozinha will never be forgotten.